Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Chanel Marie and
Princess, how you guys?
we are coming to you today with another episode of Mother Tales.
Mother Tales.
So, just to do a brief rewind on our last episode, we did do a last episode. If you guys want to get a little bit caught up with us, that episode was basically featuring the things that really stress us out as mothers that we don't usually talk about.
Right.
And one of the things that we did talk about was just like how things happen unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned about your son in school and everything, and those are things that we can't control.
Yeah.
But today's topic
Yes.
is losing yourself in motherhood. So yeah. Look, that hit your soul.
It did. I felt it.
That hit your soul. So we're talking about losing ourselves in motherhood. When I say losing ourselves in motherhood, I mean we're literally talking about not remembering what it was that we used to love to do.
Or enjoy.
The things that we used to love to do, where we used to love to go, or what it was like to be just, Chanel.
Yeah.
Before the kids.
Before the kids, right?
Like, because I can literally not remember what it was like. Can you?
I could remember it. But when I remember, it kind of makes me, a little sad or, depressed.
Because it was boring.
It was...
You ain't had no sprinkles. The kids are the sprinkles.
They are the sprinkles, but I say I had little sprinkles, without the kids, too. I love my kids. I do. I love my kids wholeheartedly. But, the freedom that you used to have, before kids was great.
Yeah. Thank you, Jazz. I will protect my peace, girl.
Protect it.
So, what I am going to go into with this topic is just like my own experiences. And for our listeners and our viewers on live, I just like you guys to also chime in and give your points of view, and I'll go ahead and share some of those with our listeners as well.
Yeah.
So again, the topic is losing yourself in motherhood. So one of the things, my situation was when I became a mother, first things first, I thought everything had to be perfect. When I had Jace, I felt like that was the only thing that should be my responsibility and the only thing that I should do all the time. And I should just, dive in head first without thinking about how unnatural it is not to take care of yourself for the well-being of your child. So one of the things that really bothered me a lot was that when you have your child, a lot of people say, snap when the baby naps. Or when the baby's sleeping, you can do this, that, and the other. But the truth about it is when the baby's asleep, I cannot sleep.
Right. There's things you have to do while the baby's asleep. Oh, I have to, get the dishes done, get the house clean.
Get the house in order.
Right.
Before I have to change another diaper.
And then by the time you get stuff in order, try to get everything almost in order, guess what?
It's out of order.
It's out of order. That baby waking up.
Exactly. So my story is with losing myself is I literally lost touch with who I was outside of being a mother and outside of my relationship. At the time, me and Jalen, we were just, in a relationship with each other, but it was so choppy and on and off. But so that's why I dug my nails deep into the relationship and into my children. All I did was take care of the kids, feed the kids, clean the kids, make sure the kids got stuff to do, make sure that they're entertained, make sure that they're well fed, everything. I never paid attention to myself until I started noticing that me and Jalen weren't spending enough time together. So then that's when I became more, what can I say, nitpicky and nagging with him about like, you don't do enough with the kids, you don't spend enough time with the kids, you don't do this, you don't do that, and that pushed him away. And that eventually put me in a place of, Chanel, well, what is it that he literally asked me once, well, what is it that you want to do? And
What'd you say?
I could not come up with an answer.
You could not.
He was like, what is it that you like to do? I could not come up with an answer because I hadn't done anything for so long but take care of these premature babies.
See, with me, when my husband asks me that question, I know the things that I want to do, and then, like, I start them, but then it's, like, it's hard to finish them because then, you know, he's out working, I'm home with the kids majority of the time, and so I'm trying to, you know, do my craft, whether it's crocheting, sewing, knitting.
And I wasn't even that crafty to even get the supplies to do shit like that.
Painting, whatever, and, like, it's like the kids become a distraction.
Yeah.
And so, like, I have unfinished projects at home. And every time I walk past, I'm like, I need to finish that. Don't know when.
Exactly.
It's just...
But you always set a date in your head, though, right? And that's one of the things that I always do. I set it in my mind that, you know what, I'm going to do this, that, and the other, and then I never get to it.
Exactly.
Because I find myself slipping back into that unhealthy habit, because I'm going to say it, whether moms want to hear it or not, it's an unhealthy habit not to take care of yourself, because your household will never be happy unless you're happy.
Exactly.
Your kids won't be happy if they see mommy unhappy, because my kids literally can feel my vibes of when I'm sad, when I'm mad. They be looking at me like, oh, don't mess with her today.
And then even with that, the energy that's bouncing off of you bounce off your kids, so then your kids act out in certain ways because of the energy that they're receiving from you.
Right. So it just is it's kind of even worse, because like your kids literally are a piece of you.
Right. And
you're just like, okay, let me watch my mouth. Let me watch what I'm doing. But how do you find time for yourself, or what is it? Well, how do you find time for yourself first? Let's get there first. The question
is how do I try to find, how do I try to find time for myself? Is, you know, when I do get that quiet time or that downtime where my kids are like off in their room and they're playing really nicely together.
Yes, and when is that?
Girl, let me see.
It's like, when
almost
is that?
Never.
Exactly. Almost never.
Whenever there's a blue moon.
Girl.
Anybody ever seen a blue moon?
And they ain't seen one yet.
I ain't seen one yet.
Hey,
either.
Michelle.
Hi.
Hey, Raven. Hey, Anisha.
What's up, you guys? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, anyways, like when I do get that quiet time and they're just off in their room playing nicely together, I'm like, oh, they quiet.
Yes. Let me
that art project that I started 2-3 months ago.
Girl,
let me finish it.
And once you pick up a paintbrush,
once I get everything settled in and into my little, what they call little art thingies where you pour the paint in.
Yeah.
That thing. Get it all set up. Mommy! Mama! I'm like, oh,
he hit me.
Goodness.
He hit me.
I'm like, y'all just playing so nicely.
Like, can y'all please, please, just give me a second.
Just a moment. Can I just have a moment?
So, my thing is, like, how I try to is I scope out time, because it'll be mostly, like, when their dad is, he's not doing anything, and I'll just be like, so, you guys want to go outside? You guys want to...
You want to take them to the park?
Yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese is open.
Look, I don't even do Chuck E. Cheese. Just take them outside.
I don't do Chuck E. Cheese.
Take them to the porch.
Nah, yeah.
Even if it's just a porch. Take the kids in the kitchen, do an art project.
Some bubbles.
See?
Yep, bubbles.
And that's the thing. Like, I feel like if you're a mother and you're listening and you guys, you know, you have a partner that you can work with, or I just feel like we're always trying to navigate our partner to see that we need time for ourselves. And that pisses me off. Like, I be like, nigga, you don't see me over here struggling?
Right, struggling. I'm like, back hurt, neck hurt. Oh, excuse me.
I seriously be over it.
Over it.
I be like, okay, so you don't see me over here like stressed out, like trying
like
to
twitching.
You
twitching.
Like, you don't see this.
You don't see it.
And it's really bad because I really wish sometimes that he would just be like, okay, boys, your mom, she looks like she needs some time. But he does do that sometimes, but literally sometimes, okay? We're going to say literally sometimes.
See, my husband, he like, you know, you said you need to go grocery shopping, right? Why don't you take that time to, you know, to yourself? I don't want to go grocery shopping as time for myself. I want to do something that I want to do. I don't want to go grocery shopping alone. That's lonely. I'm sorry. I don't like grocery shopping as is, but to go by myself.
Exactly.
No, thank you.
That's rude. First off, that's rude.
It's rude. Like,
Got to go.
Gotta go. Why don't you go to the grocery store? Take the kids with you.
Exactly. So that actually brings me to, there was a post that we made, and the mother hit every nail on the head with this one. And that just rolled us right into this.
Okay.
So, shout out to Shelby. She did say
Shelby.
this. Thank you so much for giving your input on everything. She said, cleaning your house without kids is not a break. Showering is not a break.
It's not.
Grocery shopping alone,
Is
there you
not
go, girl,
a break.
is not a break. It's chores and basic hygiene. But mothers are supposed to be so grateful to do these things that literally everyone else just does. And at some point, we just break.
We do.
And
our significant others, our husbands, whoever, do not recognize that we are at our breaking point.
Exactly. And she said herself, she said, in motherhood, all I have is responsibilities. I don't even remember what I enjoy.
That's sad.
See, and
it's sad.
This is my thing, though. It just shows the true colors of the fabricated joy of motherhood.
We need to bring back the joy. Bring it back. How can we do that, you guys? You guys know, help us out. How can we bring back the joy in motherhood?
Girl.
How can we bring it back?
I don't know. But my thing is, just going off of her point, it really drives me insane that society would even do that. To give us a narrative of the basic things that we need to do for ourselves as a break. No. These are basic cares. This is basic shit that I have to do on a daily basis.
Exactly. This is necessities. I want to do something that I want to do. That's something that's not needed to do.
Exactly. But you know what pisses me off even more?
What?
Is when the fathers, they pick up a fucking ball and look at that dad. He's doing, oh my God, he must be such a great dad. Look at him. He's doing this. He's doing that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh.
He's great. No, he's doing what he's supposed to do as a father. And you're sitting here giving this man a fucking Oscar.
And it's sad that, society takes, a dad interacting with their child. Oh, he's a great dad. That's what he's supposed to do.
This is the first time he saw little JoJo this month. And you up there talking about he a great dad. You better stop it. You need to know the narrative before you start giving all these accolades.
Right.
But that's just something that I think is just really upsetting to a lot of mothers because there's so much pressure to be perfect. And with the pressure to be perfect, you then lose sight of who you truly are.
Exactly.
And centering myself took such a long, exhausting time. So when I started to center myself as a mother, at that time when I was a mother and I had just lost sight of everything that I needed for myself, I was 116 pounds. When I weighed myself, because I was going through so much stress, I was, 80 pounds?
80?
I went from 116 pounds to 80 pounds, stressing over being a perfect mom, stressing over my relationship that was piss poor, stressing over what I was going to do as far as my living, stressing over the fact that I knew I couldn't continue to work at my current employer. It was a lot.
That is a lot.
I was going through hell, but I still wasn't understanding that I was only going through hell because I never was focused on myself.
Right.
And it was so bad that my health started to deteriorate. And that's what I encourage a lot of you moms that are watching and the moms that are listening. Like, please take care of yourselves. Go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Go get your checkups. Because even, too, I've been seeing it in the news. A lot of moms are being lost because of the fact that they never took that time to take care of themselves or to learn that you have bipolar disorder and how to treat it, or to learn,
or postpartum,
exactly, or that you have postpartum, or even learn what postpartum is if you're in the middle of your pregnancy, because these are real things that need to be talked about. These are real things that need to be shared with each other, our stories. And it just really makes me upset that moms are so caught up in being a perfect mom that they're not allowed that time to really learn, like, who am I?
Who am I? I don't know, but
so what would you say is your story with going through the losing yourself?
Losing myself? Okay, so where do I start? Where do I begin? Well, like you, like especially over quarantine, like I have completely lost myself. And like you lost weight. I gained weight, and I was not happy with the weight that I've gained. And my husband, he's like, well, you still look good. He said the weight that you gained looks good on you, but to me, I can't fit none of my clothes, and that, you know, that frustrates me. I can't fit into my jeans.
Yeah.
Even leggings. Leggings are supposed to be stretchy, and I couldn't even pull it up past my thighs.
See, no, and he up here talking to
no.
Sir.
I want to be that good mother and feel good too, and that's why it's good to, you know, not only, you know, feel good, but you need to look good as well. And
exactly.
I want all of that.
Exactly. You want all of that because you want to feel good. Because listen, when mama feel good, she's able to sprinkle a little bit of feel good on everybody. Okay.
I want to get my hair done every once in a while.
Right. Nails done.
Right. Hair done, nails done.
Pedicures.
Shoot. A new outfit, new shoes.
New wardrobe.
I want to look my best
Forget
self.
the one outfit. I want the whole wardrobe.
Right. And then even my parents or, you know, whoever else that sees me, they was like, why you look like that? You know,
because I'm tired.
Exactly. I'm tired. I don't have time to fix my hair. I don't have time to do the things that you do.
Period.
You know, the makeup or whatever. Even though I don't wear makeup like that. But, you know, it's nice to wear every once in a while to feel good.
See? And funny you mentioned makeup. Because makeup is one of my, you know, pastimes or little hobbies that I like to tap into. And, you know, I like to act like I'm a makeup artist because, you know, girl, because, you know, everybody in Milwaukee is a makeup artist now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I like to play pretend.
And
that's one of the things that I actually do to, you know, simmer down.
That's something
to get
that
back
you enjoy,
to get back to myself. And it just reminds me, like, okay, Chanel, you are beautiful. It just reminds me that, okay, you do have skill. You are capable of doing something other than teaching a kid how to go to the potty.
Right.
Like, you're
how to wipe your butt properly after you poop.
I hate that so much.
Oh my goodness.
But just being able to hone into the hobbies that I like to do. Like recently I just started reading a book. What is it called? It's off of the sequel of Twilight. But it's from the viewpoint of Edward.
Okay.
Forgot it. If one of y'all know the name of that book, can y'all please tell me what's the name?
What's the name of the book? Help her out.
Dang, man. But yeah, I've been reading, and I love to read. That's one of the things that I absolutely love to do, but never have time.
Right.
And I could read a book front page to back in a day. But since I have to, you know, chaperone Jay because he started school, make sure Jay has everything that he needs so that, you know, him and his dad can track to where they gotta go correctly. Because, you know, I also understand that moms take care of baby differently than dad takes care of baby.
Most definitely.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, dads, but moms that actually take care of their kids, because there's some that don't, but the ones that take care of their kids, mom always does it better. I'm going to just say it. Because it's certain things that moms do that kids are always like, no, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'll ask mom.
Right.
That's good. Like, they'll run to mommy for anything, and then like,
everything.
Girl,
everything. They
even
run
when
to.
dad is sitting there.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't you ask your daddy? He's right there.
No.
But they want to come and run to mommy.
Exactly.
I'm trying to kick my feet up. Daddy's home now. Go to your father.
Exactly. No. But something that I wanted to say about another thing about losing yourself in motherhood is I don't want our listeners or our viewers to feel guilty about the fact that, you know, sometimes you don't get it right. Sometimes you have to take time away from yourselves. Right. Mothers literally talk about feeling guilty for taking that time for themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And that, I thought I was by myself on that, because I literally go crazy trying to buy myself a shirt.
Right.
I be like,
me too.
Oh my God, you know what? I really want this shirt, but you know,
Aiden, he needs these shoes.
Jace needs these pants.
They need backpacks. School starting. Oh my goodness.
They pens and pencils. I don't need no shirt because
right.
Chanel, you need a shirt because you need to wear a shirt to drop the kids off. Chanel,
right? It can't go in your bra. Your Brazil.
You gotta wear the shirt to drop your kids off, Chanel. You have to look decent.
You
okay?
have to look decent.
But we literally guilt trip ourselves when it comes to doing things for ourselves. And the crazy part is how I've recently come to expand my horizon with doing things for myself was Jalen literally telling me, just do it. Like, he literally sat there and watched me make a transaction, like, to buy myself something, because he knows that I'll leave it in the basket and won't purchase.
And it's funny that you say that, because Dominique has told me the same thing, because I want to get the little stepper for exercising since I gained weight over quarantine.
Right.
So I want me a little extra aerobic stepper. And I had it in there. I'm like, I don't know if we got the money for this, but, I'm going to put it right there just in case, save it.
Right.
And he's like, go ahead, purchase it, baby. Go ahead.
Right. And sometimes we need that push.
Yeah.
But, Raven, you made a good point. Dads are not as nurturing like mothers are.
Yeah,
that's very true. Because I feel like it's, I'm sorry. But it's just like a maternal instinct, though. When they say maternal instinct, it is very maternal.
Yeah.
But I just got to be honest. Because there's some mamas out here that's just, not doing it. Sometimes it's not maternal. Because I don't come from a mom who maternally decided to take care of her kids.
So it's nurturing.
Exactly. I come from a background of foster care. It wasn't, the motherly nature thing. Kind of skipped her. She was like, fuck these kids. And she was just doing her thing. So that's why now I'm just like, I'm very careful with saying all mothers, because all mothers are not the same.
And I think it has a lot to do with that mother's background as well, because maybe your mother didn't have that nurturing background either. So when it came to her having kids of her own, it's like she doesn't know how to be a mother because she haven't had that mother figure for her.
I mean, you know, sometimes that could be it. But I'm going to just say on this front end, it ain't it.
Right.
Because my grandma, she did what she had to do to an extent.
To an extent.
You know, she kind of, you know, rolled the dice and gave the kids a couple of drinks, but, you know. But, you know, half of my family is German. Okay. So, you know, German people they do things differently. I'm going to be honest. Germans do things differently. They like their liquor, okay?
They like their liquor.
They love to drink. Big cup of beer, they sit, okay? And a whole bunch of food, they sit, okay? But, yeah, it's different between moms and dads. But for the mothers who are, you know, trying to find ideas or tips and tricks. You have any tips and tricks?
Tips and tricks when dealing with avoiding losing yourself in motherhood. Okay, some of my tips and tricks. I mean, if you have the support and the significant other or husband or whatever, I would say push them kids off on him and take off. Get out the house. Get out.
Go.
Run.
Right.
Fast.
Girl, they always gonna come to the
Don't
door
look
crying.
Back.
Mama, go.
Oh, and they do that to make you feel guilty about leaving. Like, I want to go with you, Mom. And then you feel so sad inside, but then like, I gotta do this. I have to do this for myself. You know, I love you. Here's a kiss. Here's a hug. Exactly. I'll see you in a few hours. If you laying down in bed, I will come kiss you. But I was going to say something. I totally forgot what it was going to be.
What?
Oh, it's along the line of what we were just talking about.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right?
Well, just to catch you on that. A fun fact that I wanted to share with our audience and our viewers, our listeners. This is something, you know, for my science people. A little bit more science information that just, you know, kind of secures the bag of motherhood. That kind of makes you not be able to get away from your kids, literally. So there is a term in the science community. It's called microchimerism. It's hard to say.
Chimerism.
Yes, microchimerism. So microchimerism is a presence of a small number of cells that originate from other individuals. Quite frankly, it can occur within childbirth. So it doesn't matter if a mother has lost a child, if she had an abortion, miscarriage, or, you know, carried the baby full term. Microchimerism is considered the cells that are actually within the mother's heart. So literally, when they tell you that you carry your child in your heart forever, it, like, scientifically,
it's gonna be there.
It's serious. Forever. Like, it's for real. Like, you carry your child in your heart forever. And also the cells are all over the body. So the fun fact about that is that if a mother ever has damage to the heart or any other parts of the body, the cells tend to go to that damaged portion and restore and build up whatever was damaged. So your kids are literally like a piece of you forever. And then also, if you know, got a little extra stuff going on, they helping you out.
They do. They really do.
Without, you know,
without you knowing. I mean, sometimes we do know. Like, when you're upset and feeling down and out, a little piece of your heart is, you know.
Yeah.
They come, Mommy, I love you. I'm like, oh. that little piece of heart is like restored.
Look, but like scientifically, like the cells really help fix the damaged goods. So they stressing you out, stressing your heart out. But then they got but I gave you them cells though.
I gave you those
cells. Them cells is fixing stuff though that you ain't even know.
You ain't even know.
But but yeah, that's like a really cool fun fact. And I just thought I would share that with you, mommies. Like, just to know that literally your children are a part of you, like physically, biologically, mentally. Girl, you can't get rid of the baby. You can't get rid of the baby if you want it to. Biologically, the baby is yours.
Right.
So,
for me, I posed this question on my Facebook page saying, or asking the mothers, what do you do to avoid reaching your breaking point? And how do you handle your emotions once you've gotten there?
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple responses. One from Erica, my cousin. She said, when the kids begin to become too much, I make them take naps. Give me a few moments of peace and quiet. I hear you.
Nap time is a treasure.
It is.
Okay?
And like I told her, I said, I hear you on that. I tell my kids to do this all the time. You ain't got to go to sleep, but you will be silent in your room.
Just sit here. Look at the
just
wall.
Sit there. We just did this before we got here.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, we did.
We had silent time before the show.
Yes, we did.
Kids was running rampant.
Rapid.
And what did I say? Okay, so anybody that don't have kids, if you are considering kids, let me tell you how my day went today. Okay? Let me tell you. So, I got one kid running around the house smelling like burnt toast because he done pooped up his back.
Oh, God.
And then I got one in the room crying about somebody. What was it? It was a toy. Ma, I can't find my Spinosaurus. First of all, I don't care about your Spinosaurus. Because right now, I'm trying to, relax, get my hair done. And then I'm like, I really am sitting here, like, and now I got to change your butt.
And I got to change.
And you're clenching your butt cheeks, and I'm trying to wipe your butt.
She was struggling. She really
was. It was terrible. I was like, this is like a true image of, oh, do you still want to have kids or what? What are you still thinking about it? Are you still thinking about it? Because I'm going to tell you, wait a year. And then after that year is over, I'm going to tell you to wait another.
Or you can come and pick up either me or Chanel's kids and get a little dose.
Exactly. Get a dose of what having kids is like.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wait on it, y'all. Wait on it.
I got a story to tell, too, from this morning.
What happened?
When we got up this morning, and I'm trying to cook breakfast. I want to make a whole hearty breakfast. Biscuits, eggs, sausage, the whole 9 yards. So I'm like, okay, I got the oven heating up and everything, and I'm like, okay, you guys want some biscuits? No, I'll take some cereal.
What?
I'm like, cereal? I'm like, okay. So I turn the oven off. They go, I said, if you want cereal, grab your bowl, get the cereal out the cabinet. Grab it. Then he opened up the box and was like, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm like, nope. Turn the stove off. Nope. I don't do that. I don't do the undecisive stuff. You said you want a cereal. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah.
We'll go for eggs and biscuits and sausage tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow.
Period.
But today, no. As soon as you told me that's not what you wanted, I got my mind set on the next thing, which was washing these dishes.
See? And they don't understand that. Like, this is one thing I've noticed that I've picked up is really, like she said, nap time. I really now have Jace. He don't nap no more, but I have a knowing of what my kids will sit down and do, and what will be quiet enough that I could just zone them out. So I'm now getting to where I could just zone them out completely
when they're loud.
Yes.
Well, you need to teach me that because I don't know how to do that.
But I have to be doing something that I actually really love, like reading. Girl, I will block everybody out.
See, I can't.
Because I'm trying to imagine what I'm reading up in my head. So I be like...
all the noise get overwhelming for me. And I'm like, I can't think. My mind, I'm like, what was I supposed to be doing? Because I'm hearing them screaming over here. Then they run across. Then I hear them over there. I'm like, okay.
See, I actually have
that
ability.
Sit down. We need some peace and quiet. Can't do it. Exactly.
But no, like, you have to learn how to literally zone them out.
Any other mamas out here know how to zone out? Because
girl, Raven know.
Raven know.
Raven said, girl, I will zone my son out in a minute. Yes, girl.
Okay.
Listen, zone them out.
Zone.
Listen, especially if it's coming to something that you really trying to get done, even if it's just, I gotta pay this We Energies bill, I don't feel like listening, calling these people. You have to zone the kids out in order to listen to what the lady's saying, that charging you for stuff that they ain't supposed to be charging you for. But yeah, and I just be like, listen, if my fiance can zone them out, I can zone them out, because he is so good at it.
I will work on that, because that, I mean,
what about your husband? How is he with zoning the kids out?
I don't even think he knows what that means. To be honest, he don't.
Why?
No, because you think I yell at the kids too much, but the husband,
listen, you say yell at the kids too much.
Yeah.
I don't think that you yell at your kids, honestly.
Really?
Like,
I feel like I yell too much.
When you no, you do not. You saw how many times I got up today. I was like, listen. Like, I was telling them kids, like, if y'all don't pick up this Lego and that baby doll and this stuff, you was just, and I heard you say, you was like, I just don't have the energy.
I don't.
Stop. Like, you literally will just give up.
So is that like zoning the kids out? Does that count?
No, that's letting the kids take over.
Yeah,
oops. And we don't do that.
Oh.
No, we don't do that. That's letting the kids take over. And I was just like, let me help her out. Let me get up.
I see you struggling.
Girl, yes. And anytime I see a mother struggling, I'm like, listen, let me help you out.
Let me help.
Because I've seen plenty of children, like, take advantage of their parents' weak moments. And that's terrible. But I mean, kids can be mean,
right?
But I think that that's now. Hi, Alyssa. She said I zoned them out with pot spoon therapy.
Is that like banging? Like banging the pots? Really?
So how does that go?
Does that work?
That's what?
Does it work, girl?
Really?
Because I will try it.
I need listen. We get tips and tricks from the people, because that actually sounds like that's something I need to do. Like,
I will try that out. I'm so serious.
Listen, like, pull myself to the side and get this thing.
Get the banging.
Get this thing going. All right. But something that we wanted to do was bring a segment onto the show, since we're doing Mommy Tales. And this also includes some of our naked eye content. I wanted to put out a naked truth about motherhood.
About ourselves.
Exactly. So the naked truth would be something that you do with your kids, guilt-free, that you just like, it just has to happen. Or something you did this week that you was like, no shame in my game. I gotta do it. It's got to be done. I don't care.
I don't care.
So, do you have a naked truth with your kids from this week or from ever?
See.
Since they came out the uterus?
My naked truth is, well, my naked truth about me when it comes to my kids. And what are you laughing at?
I'm so sorry. Alyssa.
What'd she say?
Girl, she said I threatened them with a pot and spoon, then they be quiet.
Oh, speaking of threaten, what I do to my kids, I'm like, you know what?
Okay, your naked truth.
This is my naked truth. I do threaten my kids and tell them that I will drop you off at the fire department. I will.
Bye-bye.
But my husband said there's a certain age when you can drop them off. He said our kids have
but that
reached
the kids
limit.
ain't gotta know.
Right.
The kids ain't got. Listen, the kids do not have to.
I don't
know.
think the fireman gonna deny a child that's sitting outside their department.
I don't think they are. I
No,
think
I
they
don't
would
think so.
definitely call.
I would drop
CPS.
an 18-year-old if they're getting on my nerves off at the fire department. Here, you stand right here.
Ask them if they got an application.
Get you a job.
Exactly. Get you something. You could clean the fire truck off. There you go. Period.
What's your naked truth?
My naked truth in motherhood. Which one will not make anyone call me CPS?
See, that's the thing.
No, I would say just kidding for all of those Karens out there. But my naked truth about motherhood is, I would say with my kids, I am definitely guilty of bribing my kids sometimes to be quiet. Like, I know they're guilty pleasures. So his guilty pleasure is the video game. So I'm like, I don't care if you played video game.
Right, all day.
Son, do you want me to buy you one of these little games on the game?
On the game?
I got you. As long as it is not, if it's $20 and under, I got you.
I got you.
So, and then Jay, his guilty pleasure is anything edible.
Edible. Okay.
So, no, I'm not giving the baby edible.
She giving the baby marijuana.
Y'all. No, I'm not drugging the baby. But no, giving him, just a snack, anything to just nibble, snack on, his little goldfish or anything. And he loves, what's that boy? Ryan Toys Review. So, you turn that on, or Elmo. You ain't gonna hear from Jay for at least a couple hours, okay? Give him some goldfish, give him some Ryan Toy Review, or some Elmo. You good.
You good.
You good to go.
Oh.
So, for our viewers, anybody that's new, we are talking about losing yourself in motherhood.
Yeah.
Because we do understand that a lot of mothers lose themselves in motherhood. And we just want to encourage you guys to do different things
for yourself.
Get back to self. Because a lot of mothers are suffering from anxiety, depression, and other things like that. And I just feel like there are other ways of coping instead of popping a pill to calm your nerves.
Right.
So one of those things I did start doing, I started seeing a counselor. So seeing a counselor was one of the biggest, how can I put this? I would say it was kind of like a big lifesaver over me losing my mind. Because I've had 2 mental breakdowns in my life. And when I tell you, when you lose your mind, it's really hard to gain it back.
Yeah.
And when you start noticing symptoms of losing your mind, you need to take action immediately. So one thing I do encourage a lot of women to do is to see a counselor. It's okay. That's my thing too. Seeing a counselor has a really big stigma that, I'm not telling nobody my business. It's literally them coaching you through. You're telling them what you have going on, and they literally just have a conversation and coach you through it. It's like, oh, well, one of my personal stories with counseling is I went into my counselor. I was so pissed off. I was like,
Why was you pissed?
It was a situation with me and Jalen. I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm just done with it. She was like, but Chanel, are you really done with it?
Are you really done?
And she was like, but how could you have better said that? Or how could you have better channeled your energy in order to have him better receive the things that you wanted him to understand that he was not accepting? And I was like, listen, okay, you know what? You making me see where I went wrong, but
right.
It's really hard. I think women have it the worst when somebody tell you that you ain't doing something right.
Yeah, no.
Especially a mother.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with it when somebody tells you you ain't doing something right? Like the grandparents or something.
Ooh. Over the grandparents. Because, you know, I guess our parents tend to feel as though they know what's right for our kids since they've been there and done that, and especially since we're grown. But, like, at the end of the day, like, it's our kids that we're taking care of, and this goes into a whole nother topic, though, too, as well. But they have to realize that how I want to raise my kid or how I want them, you know, to go about life is differently than what they possibly have done with me as a child. Mm-hmm. And it's hard for grandparents to acknowledge that sometimes. Mm-hmm. And, like, I've had a situation with my parents several times where we've, you know, bumped heads with how I deal with my kids. Mm-hmm. But, you know, at the end of the day,
that will be another segment.
Yeah.
How is basically it's parents versus grandparents. How grandparents always try to override. Mm-hmm. No. Because you ain't letting nobody to override with me.
Right.
So, what we doing?
What are we doing
here? So,
why is it okay for me, but not okay for you?
Exactly. So,
how do I get back to the live?
You're funny. So, for a lot of people who are going through having struggles with motherhood. Oh, thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa said women are so judgy with each other. Parenting styles is not a cookie cutter outline. Amen. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. It's a lot of mother groups out here, especially on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mother groups out here that, oh, we're here to help. We're here to guide you with our experience. But I see so many moms bashing other moms for decisions that they've had to make on the fly. Because, you know, they just have too much stuff going on. And just like she said, there is no cookie cutter solution. Every child is not the same.
Right.
Some people have children with Down syndrome or ADHD, or some kids just, you know, have the wiggles. Got
different love languages.
Right. Ants in their pants.
Another,
topic. And that's something that you have to learn as a mother and father is your child's love language. And how do you, you know, manifest it? How do you feed it? How do you grow it?
Right.
Instead of bashing your child and putting your child in a position to believe in false love or to believe in, you know, just false good friendship and stuff like that. These are all things that are really important. And men, understand that the word mother comes with so many titles.
So many.
We said this in our last episode. We are more than just a mom.
Yes.
We are more than just mothers. We are friends to our children.
A counselor.
We are counselors to our children. We're caregivers. We feed, we bathe. And I need y'all to understand too.
And then we're not only that for our children, but we're also that for our significant others.
Exactly.
So it's like that job times 2. And then if you got more kids, that's times 3, times 4. And it just goes on. The more kids and the more people you have in your household that you have to care for.
And understand that we were your child's first home. We were their first home.
Yes.
Your child came into this world through us. So we need y'all help. We need your help. We need you to just take a stand and just say, you know what, I see all the hard work. Because I ain't never heard thank you for bearing my child.
Me neither.
I ain't never heard a man say
Wait, no,
thank
I ain't
you.
gonna lie. My husband have, you know, said that he appreciate everything that I do. He said, I see that you're doing so well. I see you.
I see you, girl.
But I need to see more. see more.
No, I need to look, you see me, but I need to see you doing something.
There you
with
go.
them.
Exactly.
Okay. But just, you know, show some appreciation to these women, to these mothers, because they hurting, especially during quarantine, because quarantine has escalated their jobs times 3. And escalating a mother times 3, she's overworked. She's tired. Especially those single mother households. I mean, significant others to women who have children. If there's anything, light that you can do.
Right. And instead of sending us off to go to the grocery store, to take the garbage out, to do household chores.
Yeah.
No. How about you, like Chanel said, take the kids and you get out the house. Let us relax. How we want to get up and even walk around? Sometimes we just want to just lay around. Let us lay around and you take the kids and we can just kick our feet up and watch our favorite Netflix flick.
Yeah. See?
That's all I want. That's all, I don't ask for much. I really don't.
Yeah, Alyssa said, I need my husband to play monkey see, monkey do. Girl, that is so true.
Oh, goodness.
Like, because first of all, follow the leader. I'm the leader, okay? Follow the leader.
Follow the leader.
Exactly. Monkey see, monkey do. Players 1 and 2,
right.
okay?
No, yeah.
Yeah. She said, being a single married parent is real. Girl.
Yes, it is, girl. It is.
Listen, being a single married parent will make you like, okay, so do I throw this at him?
That's my position now.
So how do you feel about that sometimes?
Well, see, my husband, he drives over the road, so he's not here as often.
Yeah.
So that even makes it more of a single parent because I'm forced to do everything.
And you're used to having him.
Yeah, and so I admit my house is not perfect. And I don't care that it ain't perfect. You come over, I'm gonna let you know my house is not, company ready. It isn't. It really isn't. And like I try not to stress over because that what we fail to realize as mothers is that the house can wait. As long as we taking care of them kids, we feeding them and everything, you need to rest. The house can wait. The chores and all that stuff can wait. I mean, don't leave it, so
don't get carried away.
Don't get carried away with the mess. I mean, I'm just saying I got laundry all over the place that's clean that needs to be folded, but yeah. You sometimes you just have to just set your chores aside and just focus on you.
But it also carries the hard and heavy truth to children require teamwork. Children are not for a single person to just take care of. It can be done.
Yeah, it can be.
But it is not for that. Children are for 2 people household.
Right.
Whoever you are, whoever you with. If you got kids, everything happens it's more functional with 2 parents. And I learned that because I was with the kids by myself for a long period of time. It was at least like a year and a half. And being a single parent was tough. It was tough because I had already lost my mind, but I knew I had to take care of these kids. My mental was not there, but the forefront of my mind was, but these kids need me.
Yes.
And being a single parent really puts so much into perspective as far as like what you are willing to do. And it makes you schedule and limit the things that you can and can't do. It puts reality like smack dab in your face. Like, this can be done, but I have to say no to this. Right. We can buy this, but I can't buy that because I don't have the funds. Those are serious things that moms go through, like budgeting in your head while you at the grocery store. Do I even have enough to even pick up 2 cartons of milk? Right. Or, like sometimes some mothers are really going through that. So a word of advice would be really be cognizant of what a mother is going through.
Right. And then like, I think if us as mothers reach out to each other and just, check in because, there's a mother out there that needs a friend, that needs someone to talk to, or needs someone other than their significant other that they can relate to. And we just need to support each other.
Yeah, being more supportive is something that we really need to grab home to, because it's just, I hate that mothers are so competitive. And it's not about being competitive. It's actually about owning up to the fact that, you know, like, we don't all get it right, but, you know, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna let you know what's going on, what ain't going on.
And like they always say, it takes a community.
Yes, it takes a community to raise a baby.
Yeah, it does.
It does, and that's so true. So with that, we are going to go ahead and get ready to close out. Lovely people.
I have a inspirational quote.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yes.
Princess closed out really well last time with this great inspirational quote. It was on our, what was that? Harder to Walk Away or Start Over episode. It's really good.
It was really good.
You guys should, you know, head on over and listen to that at
Yes,
The Naked
you
Eye.
should.
Slight plug.
Slide.
But yeah, go ahead on over to listen to that. And without further ado, go ahead.
Yeah, so I found this quote on Pinterest, and it said, "To the world, you are a mother, but to your family, you are the world."
Aww,
I know, right? It was so I know.
I am the world.
I am the world.
You gonna recognize that I am the world.
And as long as you remember that, you should be at peace with everything.
Right, be at peace with everything you have going on. Well, with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and close out. Thank you guys so much, everyone on live watching.
Yes.
And also everyone that tune in. You can catch us every Sunday here doing Mother Tales. We will be talking about a lot of topics, and we are looking for moms to come and be a part of the show.
Be a feature on our show. Don't be afraid. It's not scary at all. I've been there.
And for anyone who you might want to be on the show, but you can't be here because you're either in another state, because we do have a lot of listeners who are out of state or in further places like Kenosha or Oshkosh and things like that can't come exactly to the studio.
We can call you.
Just okay.
Inbox us your number. We'll call you up.
Right. Just inbox us. We'll call you. We'll even give you a nice little brief. Tell us what makes you comfortable. And yeah, if you want to be a part of the show, go ahead and DM me right away. I will send you a list of the topics that we have coming up, and you can let me know what topic you want to do, and we'll send you a date of when that will happen.
Okay.
Also, you can go ahead and listen to us on Apple and Spotify. Yeah, I'm like, what is that? But no, Apple and Spotify, we are there streaming.
Yes.
And yeah, send us any questions that you have or topics that you would love to hear discussed between me and Princess.
Yes.
And we will hash it out. Right, because even if you want to see some dads, we would love to have dads on the show.
Yeah. We would love to hear from the daddies.
We would love to hear from the pawpaws and the dadas. Okay?
What's y'all struggles?
Exactly. What are your struggles? Because we're talking about motherhood struggles, so I want to hear what some fathers have gone through, you know, that we don't ask them, because we don't ask them the question of how does it feel to be a father?
Right.
And I feel like that's not fair. And on this show, we are not biased.
We're not.
We're going to listen to what you accept
any and everyone.
Exactly. So with that being said, thank you for listening, and don't forget to tell a friend, and tune in every Sunday. And episodes for The Naked Eye drop every Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.